Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is Judy, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, everybody, I know you're not gonna believe this. I know it's difficult to understand. I know that we said we are gonna keep this off my channel. I know that I said that I only like to eat carrots a certain type of way. I know, like, listen. What I don't need from you right now, what's not going to be helpful to me in my journey is for y'all to bring that up in the comments. Okay, so if you just came here to comment down below and say, Zach, why are you doing this again? I thought you said you were done. I thought you said this was over. Well, people change, okay? People change. Life changes us. Life changes us, okay? And plus, besides, like, honestly, truly, I was, out at the local bakery, and these carrots right here in front of me, locally sourced, non-GMO, probably vegan. I don't know that one. Don't fact check me, but maybe vegan. But more importantly, locally sourced, non-GMO. These right here. Okay, so this is healthy. This is good for my carrot journey. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. We're trying some new things out here. So, yes, look at these carrots. Look at these carrots. Okay? Y'all ever, and listen, if you're not my podiatrist, okay, I don't want your opinion on my carrot journey, okay? Have you ever been to a farmer's market? Have y'all gotten your locally sourced carrots? I don't think so. So unless you're at the farmer's market every Saturday, then what do you know? What do you know about a carrot journey? Okay. All right, so I just wanted to try these. I figured also now, while I'm eating food on camera, would be a completely normal and appropriate time for me to unpack some scarrot stories. Did you hear what I said? Scarrot stories. It's kind of like scary stories, but I put the word carrot in it. Okay. So I'm gonna unpack a scarrot story, or a few scarrot stories. I feel like they're all connected from my own personal life, which I feel like is appropriate for me to do, for me to unpack my own traumas, okay, and not other people's traumas while I'm eating food on camera. So I'm gonna do a little bit of that today. I hope you enjoy that. But first, let's get into these carrots, because I just know these are gonna be good. Okay, these are a little. Oh, this is this is a little dry. I mean, I don't know if this was freshly pulled out of the ground today, or it might be a little old. She's a little dry, but look at her. Look at her, okay? That's your little carrot bite. Interesting. It's actually not necessarily dry, but not moist, not damp. But it's got actually a nice little chew to it that is like kind of unexpected. It tastes like carrot, okay? If you're wondering what it tastes like, carrot. I am World Food Vlogger of the Year. Oh, yeah. I mean, the taste. You can taste the locally sourced part of this. You can taste the non-GMO. Let me get one more bite before we get into our scarrot stories. Look at that. Look at that. I think Mmm. Mmm. Oh my god, y'all. Are my lips turning orange? Is my tongue orange? Y'all, do not come to the comments and tell me that I'm gonna turn orange, okay? Listen, don't need to hear that. That's not productive. That's not productive for me or my carrot journey. So, I do want to tell y'all some scary stories. And they have to do with like some crazy things that happen like while I'm like sleeping. Okay? So, if scary things are too much for you, if you don't like to hear about that, if you only came here for my carrot journey, this is going to be more than that. I'm going to tell some stories. They're going to be scary. Okay, that's the point of today's video. Mmm. 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 So good. So good. Tastes like carrot. It tastes like carrot. This is definitely carrot. So this all started. It started at my first job in Chicago, and in the apartment I lived in. I don't know, like it wasn't a bad apartment. It was a good apartment. I mean, I filmed videos there. You could see them in like my really old videos. It's like the apartment that I started doing YouTube in. And in that apartment, everything usually felt pretty fine. But when I would go to bed at night, okay, I would go to bed and there'd be so many times where I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I would feel like I wasn't alone in the room. Which is wild because even back then, I didn't have Judy. Judy is doing a whole lot next to me right now. You're beezing. Judy, why are you beezing? Why are you beezing? So anyways, I didn't have Judy back then. I wasn't in a relationship. Like, I lived in this space by myself, alone. Okay? Mm. 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 You know, I was worried that because it was so hard to cut, that this was gonna be bad. But it tastes just like a carrot. You know? What more could you ask from a carrot? It just tastes like one, you know? So, I would wake up. Sometimes, you know, nothing, it didn't ever feel like super nefarious. I would just like wake up and it felt like somebody else was there with me. A few times it felt like it was my dad, which is like kind of creepy because my dad passed away before I ever moved to Chicago. So I was like, how, if this was really like a ghost, like how would a ghost get, like my dad's ghost, why would he come all the way to Chicago? Like I'm literally the only thing in Chicago connected to him. So I was just like, I don't know, like I'm probably dreaming, I'm probably making this up. And then there are some other times where like I woke up and I felt like a pressure on me, like a pressure, like I could, like something or somebody was holding me down. And there are a few times towards the end of my time living in that apartment where I was dating Noel, and so Noel would come and stay the night, and it happened while he was in the room with me. Could you all believe that? Mm. Mm. This top part of the carrot really balances out the bottom part of the carrot that's a little bit more dry. Yes. In case you missed it. So, you know, a lot of people have given me a lot of opinions about that apartment. I have one friend who told me, like, literally just this past year that, like, he intentionally didn't come over to my apartment because he got bad vibes. And I was like, sis, you could have told me that, you know? I tried to find a smaller spoon, I promise. And by spoon, I mean fork. I tried to find a small one. This is all we got. All we got. And I was just like, yeah, okay, friend, you could have told me that before. You could have totally told me that whenever I actually lived there, that's like why you didn't want to spend time with me. I just created all kinds of conspiracy theories in my head about how you didn't like me, but cool. And I don't know, other people are just like, Zach, this is probably just like a night terror or like sleep paralysis. Like this job that you were in at the time was very stressful to you. Like, that's probably why, like, you probably just had a lot of anxiety. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably it too. Like, that's what I want to believe. Well, I don't really believe in ghosts, okay? Alright. I don't really believe in that. But, I thought about it, and there's been other times in my life where I felt like this, okay? The last time before that was, I was in college. I was in my undergraduate college program, and I was at my parents' house because my grandma on my dad's side had just passed away. And I was home for like the funeral and everything. And while I was there were multiple times like that week where like I woke up at different points in the night and I felt like somebody was in the room with me. Now, in that case, like I wasn't living in this space by myself, right? It was my parents' house. My parents were both there. And so it's like, okay, could have been, like, for whatever weird reason, I guess they could have came into my room. I doubt that. But I kept getting, like, this warm feeling, like it was, like, my grandma in the room with me. Like, it felt like she was there. The other time I remember it happening was when I was in high school. I was also living at my parents' house. Obviously, because I was in high school. I was literally a teenager. And then it didn't happen around the time that this person passed away. But when I was in high school, my childhood babysitter, the woman that like I went to for daycare growing up, her name actually, I don't think I've ever shared this before with y'all, but her name actually was Judy. I didn't necessarily name Judy after her, but I mean, there's a lot of iconic Judys that like Judy is named in homage to, okay? And this Judy is one of them, for sure. Not the, like, Judy wasn't specifically named after her, but certainly an homage, one of the many great Judys. And anyway, so Judy was great. She was this wonderful woman who always just, like, really cared about me and my brother. The other great thing is that she was, like, really affordable and accessible for my parents. Like, she charged next to nothing for childcare, which, like, even back when I was a kid was very expensive for people. I mean, I know, like, now it's very expensive for folks. Oh my god. I got 2 carrots, but we might save 1 carrot for later. We might do it. We could even have a part 2. I'm really back into this carrot journey. I can't stop, okay? And if y'all have a problem with that, there are other channels just like me. Okay, this is what I don't get. Other channels can come on, eat carrots. Nobody says a thing to them. But it's my channel for some reason. My channel? For some reason, my channel gets all the hate. I don't get it. I don't understand. What problem do you have with me eating carrots on my channel? That's what I want to know. So anyways, when I was in high school, Judy did pass away. She was just like wonderful, and I was actually pretty devastated by it, because like my mom kept in touch with her even after like my brother and I no longer needed a babysitter, right? And we would go over and visit her. And at the time, actually, my brother had my oldest nephew, and she watched my oldest nephew as well. So it's just like, she was wonderful, passed away. And I used to also get these same kind of feelings that she was in my room in high school. Nor her nor my grandma have ever come up again. And actually, honestly, like, I haven't felt the same kind of like presence of my dad post leaving that apartment. But it's interesting. I don't know. There could also be a correlation. I mean, like, I could have also been very stressed and anxious during those times as well. You never know. You really don't. Yo, what is your favorite way to eat carrots? This might be it for me. This might be it. I think this might be it. So, yeah, I've never really necessarily felt it again, and I haven't since I lived in this apartment. There have been other weird things that have happened in this apartment, but none of it's been while I was sleeping, which I'm grateful for, because it's kind of scary to wake up in the middle of the night and like feel like somebody's there with you. It's kind of creepy, but then it's like, oh my god, okay, so I did just watch Avengers Endgame again with Noel, so I'm feeling, one, kind of emotional, because that movie's a lot, y'all. That movie is a lot. So I'm feeling kind of emotional, but I'm also like, maybe that's my superpower. Maybe I go to sleep and communicate with the dead. Yeah. This is that. This might be my favorite way to eat carrots. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I mean, I wouldn't lie to you ever. I've always been a very honest channel. But this might be my favorite. I do think I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna save this. But tell me what you think about this Scarrett story. I would like to hear about it. Have you had similar experiences? What's the tea? I mean, honestly. Do you think it's appropriate to tell stories like this while you eat food on camera? What if it was about other people dying? Because this is like my own trauma. So I'm unpacking my own trauma for y'all. But if I came on here and ate food and talked about other people's trauma, how would you feel? I mean, there's probably arguments for and against it. I could see some arguments for and against it, but I'm just curious what the consensus is for y'all. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to save this for later. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, and it's your first time on my channel, as always, please make sure to subscribe, hit the bell button, Also, leave comments, hit like, hit share, copy and paste the link somewhere. It helps with the algorithm, I promise. We love to see it. I'm also going live on Twitch Monday through Thursday now at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you want to come join me there, we do all kinds of silly stuff over there too. And that doesn't mean I'm not going to post here, because I'm going to keep posting here. And also, please follow me on all of my social media. It's thezacharymike everywhere. I had so much fun with y'all today. I hope you enjoyed this little part of my carrot journey as well. Anyways, I will see you tomorrow, or the next day, or sometime. Bye!